we're witnessing some amazing history. And this is the beauty of LeBron's season this year. He can do what he wants to do. He's going to start. He sees all that young talent out there. He'll let it flourish. But when you need Big Brother to step in and take care of business, that's what he did tonight.
That's what he did.
He can do it with scoring. He can do it with assists, as he did with the big game to Rui. And I think he's just observing things. And he hasn't had a season like this where he's had to chill and sit back. Not that he's chilling out, but he's, you know, it's Luka and Reeves. And when you need him to come up big, he's going to be able to do this. So it's just a beautiful performance tonight. He led by example and right when we needed him.
As much as the group needed this performance, I think he needed it as well.
That's a really good point.
To remind himself, not only to build a confidence, but remind himself that he still has it. Because, you know, at this part in his career, at this age, he's not going to be able to do the explosive stuff as much. He's going to have to rely on picking his spots in the shooting and knocking down a three here and there in the mid-range. So to see a couple go in, I know in Toronto was tough. He didn't have a good rhythm. To see a couple go in, he'll be more confident in taking those threes now off that pick and roll with Luka. So this was a huge night for the group. I said winning this game, but also for LeBron James, which I said I think even though he looks great, I don't see him playing multiple seasons after this one. This might be the last one, but to see him have this night will help him push through the regular season, the rest of the season, pretty handedly.
Well, it was great to see. He did not play in Boston, was a little banged up, so he had the extra rest. And he said it himself. I thought Mike Trudell asked some great questions about Luka flying back and hadn't been with the team in 4 days and hadn't had a chance to train. Austin having one of those rare off nights. He just, the lid was on the basket. And LeBron felt great earlier today. And you could tell in the movement, James, in that first quarter, those quick 10 points. But what I want to talk about is those 4 possessions when the Lakers were up 2. AR missed a couple. Luka missed a 3. Luka threw 1 away. And Michael Thompson kept saying on the broadcast, get the ball to LeBron. He comes up with that huge 3, and that's when you saw the crown. And the mesh, the sounds, which he hadn't done yet.
Hit some big shots. Hit some big threes when the Lakers needed to separate themselves. When Philadelphia was like 2 points down, maybe 3 points down, he hit some big threes, and that's what the best do. Take a look at it right here, Geeta. Just, that was one of them.
Good call by Michael Thompson, man. I mean, but anybody watching the game.
Danny, I believe that started with maybe a LeBron screening.
For sure, yeah. He definitely was screening and rolling and doing that lob. And said just playing that two-man game, him playing in that Draymond role got him in a rhythm. But again, any fan watching the game, it wouldn't take rocket science. AR is struggling right now. Luka is kind of out of rhythm. Luka came off the bench. LeBron had a rhythm. He had it going. He is the veteran, you know. I don't know if you've seen some old classic movies, Major League, maybe. You know, you bring in if the old guy's got it going, he's going to find a way to get you there. So get the guy the ball, and he'll figure it out. Whether it's either scoring or pass, he's going to make the right play because he's in great rhythm.
The young guy was pretty good too, Luka Doncic.
He's always good.
He's there for the birth of his child. He's away from the team. Congratulate him. So nice of him to be able to be there. And then he comes back, and he gets his 49th 30-point triple-double, breaking the tie with Russ and Jokic to move into second all-time behind the Big O with 30-point triple-doubles. Big game, 31, 15, and 11, and hit the huge free throws at the end of that game to ice it.
Yeah, 11 of 14 from the free throw line. I don't think he shot the ball that great, but he still was taking the shots that meant something for the team. So, Geeta, he also, on the rebound department, had 10 and 11 assists. So, I didn't really think it was the dominating game that Luka can have, but still was able to be efficient at the times that we needed it.
And the 15 rebounds.
Exactly.
That was huge. Because, again, the first quarter, we talked about the second chance points where Philly was killing them on offensive rebounds and kickouts. And even at the end of that fourth quarter, they got 3 opportunities to get a 3. Tyrese Maxey hits in the corner.
Miracle in the corner.
So the game, to me, I thought was them making free throws and rebounds. And Luka rebounded the ball. Obviously, he didn't shoot it well, but still a 30-point triple-double. I call it a 50 ball. He's let me down a little bit, but he's still a 30-point triple-double. I'll take
triple-double 30.
I'll take the triple-double 30-pointer for sure.
Man, that's a great team win.
Yeah.
They're now 17-6. They won 15
on the road.
They were 2-1 on that East Coast road trip, which was not an easy Toronto, Boston,
No,
Philly.
Not at all.
All right, time to hear from Coach J.J. Redick, brought to you by your Toyota dealers.
Georgetown.
Yeah. Georgetown. Nice.
Well, last I checked, we had a nice little comfortable lead, so I'm happy about it.
Good.
Yeah. They actually wanted a lot of us to come back for that game. The 82 championship team that played Georgetown in 82. Buzz Peterson, a bunch of guys were trying to get us to come back. But
that would have been fun one.
Yeah, I couldn't get that.
So Spectrum said, no, we need them here. We need our guys here. We dive right in. We get things started with a look at who is in, who is not for this matchup with the Sixers. And it's a good sign pretty much for the Lakers. Luka returns after missing the last two. LeBron, after being questionable, probable, he is now available. Marcus Smart remains out with the back spasms. And then for Philly, Joel Embiid, Paul George, both probable.
Both the same knee, huh?
What's that?
Both
the
left
same.
knee.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We're going to get to the bottom of some things with Mike Trudell, but we got to stick to the basketball first. So from there, we head to the city of brotherly love. Our guy, Lakers reporter, Mike Trudell, he is not ready. He's still probably focusing on his Philly cheesesteak.
His lunch?
With no cheese. That's right,
there he
Mike
is.
Trudell.
What's up,
We're
man?
going to get to your Philly cheesesteak in a moment. But first, we check in with you, my friend.
I mean, look, it's just a personal opinion, Allie. I'm not saying everybody has to agree with it. I don't like cheese, okay? I don't like it on my hamburgers. I don't like it on my cheesesteak. So when I go in, do they look at me weird when I say, can I get a buffalo chicken cheesesteak with no cheese, add jalapenos, extra buffalo sauce? They do give me the side eye, I admit it, but it tastes delicious, okay? It's the way that I do it. You're welcome to try it. You're welcome to try it. I understand it's a little bit out there. Most people do seem to like cheese. I just disagree. Now, one thing we can all agree on, it's awesome to have children. Okay, Luka Doncic just had his second child. Wait, did you want to come back at me before I tossed the sound? I heard you mum.
Yeah, we do. I feel like Big Game and Danny both were assessing your
I was
cheesesteak.
hoping you weren't lactose intolerant, that's all. Make sure you're good in that department.
I'm not. Okay. I'm not. I mean, look, lactose isn't great for any of us. I just don't like the taste.
Gotcha.
Right? I tolerate it on pizza, and I like Cheez-Its. They're fine. Especially the extra toasty.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Big Game?
It's got to tolerate. I mean, it's the pepperoni, it's the sauce, it's the bread. You know, that's what I like on the pizza. Big Game.
Cheese is delicious, man. You like cheesecake?
All right. You're good.
No, we all have our preferences.
Okay.
Got nothing.
Thank you.
Got nothing to add.
Okay. All right, Allie, are we ready to move on?
Back to children, yes. Back to children. Yes.
Good.
Get a tour
All right,
set.
so Luka Doncic had his second daughter, and he flew in. So that's where I wanted to start with J.J. Redick. Just kind of what did he sense from Luka returning to the team after a long flight to a different continent? And J.J., of course, had his second son, his first and second son, but while he was still playing. And so he knows what that's like, right, having to get back to your job when you're really thinking a lot about that thing that you just brought into the world, or really that Luka's partner brought into the world and he was there for. So here's JJ talking about Luka coming back.
I was actually having a discussion with a friend today just about how grounding children can be, particularly young children. And it's a really cool experience as a parent when you are in the middle of your career, whatever that career may be, but particularly if you're in a career with pressure and stakes and anxiety and all the things that come with being a high achiever, it can really ground you, and it can give you a sense of purpose and perspective that maybe you didn't feel. I felt that with both my children. Hopefully it would be with Luka, but we do know that there was some travel involved to a different continent. So he got back yesterday afternoon, and we're hoping he's himself today.
LeBron's been playing more off ball thus far in the early going. Some of that's ramping up. A lot of that is just the skills of Luka and AR. What are the things that you'll look to for him to really be at his best off ball as the season progresses?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to use him in a lot of the same ways we used him last year. Like, he's not going to be the point LeBron that he was 8 years ago, particularly with the way defenses pick up full court. That's just not a good use of his skill set right now. But, I think The horns action where he can catch the ball at the elbow, our Ram stuff where he can get the ball at the elbow on the move, all the the single stuff. That was our most efficient action with him in the half court last season for the last 2-3 months of the year. That kind of developed over the course of the year. That's not to say he's not going to play pick and rolls and dribble handoffs, but we're going to continue to look to use him in a diversified way.
All right, guys, there's J.J. Redick. So it should be a fun one here in Philadelphia before the Lakers return to Los Angeles after this 3-game trip on the East Coast. Now, if you didn't know what Ali was referring to, I put a picture up of a buffalo chicken sandwich. I mean, frankly, a lot of people commented about the cheese. It was so big, Ali, that I actually saved you a full half, and we'll bring that back to you. I'm sure that'll taste good tomorrow. So you're
awesome.
welcome.
I'm not going to lie, I'm not a leftover person, but it did look so good on your Instagram that I will absolutely take you up on that, Mike Trudell, so please bring it back to me.
I was about to say, if you don't want it, I'll take it.
And I'll be the real judge of a Philly cheesesteak without cheese. Mike Trudell, we appreciate you.
Right.
We are moving on into this conversation. Congratulations to Luka and his family on the birth of their baby girl.
Sir.
You mentioned.
You got to keep going, man. You got to have a boy. Carry that last name. You can only shoot girls, it looks like, right?
He's a girl dad.
Nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of great girl dads out there, but you want the Doncic name to live on.
Touche.
Right?
Touche.